A big question in the Premier League and the English leagues is how long does the English league go? Now, in this video, I will be telling you guys about how low the English leagues go. Now, to start off, the short answer here would be 21 divisions. If we include the amateur and beginner levels, yes, it will be 21 divisions. And the long answer, which is the one I will be showing you guys today, will start all the way from the Premier League, which I hope every football fan knows as the first division. Now this is the Premier League. Currently, Aston Villa are fourth, which is a little better than they did last time, but we all know this as the first division. This is the league that started all the way back in 1991, if I'm not mistaken. Now we go down to the Championship, which is the second tier. The Championship is well, as I said, the second tier of England, and from there, three clubs go up and three go down, both from the Premier League and from the Championship. And now this is a video that might not be up to date by next season, so I will just say one thing. From next season onwards, 3rd to 8th will actually make it to playoffs. Currently, it's 3rd to 6th, which is 4 teams. But going from next season, 5th to 8th will make it to a playoff quarter final, where they will play where they will play 3rd and 4th. So let's say this was the table next season. Hull City would play one of Wrexham, Derby County, or Southampton. And if Hull City were to win, they would play one of Ipswich or Millwall. Now we head over to League One. League One, you guys might know it as the third tier. This is a more localized division, mainly because some of the teams in this division are actually counties, towns, fields. Like, for example, take Huddersfield, Stockport County, Luton Town. Yeah, and from here, 3 teams go up, but this time 4 teams go down. So let's say this is what the table looks like by the end of the season. Port Vale, Northampton, Rotherham, and Leyton Orient would get sent down. Now in here we see a club that has fallen off massively. Luton Town were in the Premier League in the 22-23 season, and after back-to-back relegations, they currently sit at 11th in League One, with only a few of their players actually staying, which I honestly have no idea who stayed, because, well, to be honest, I don't really watch them. Though I do know one person stayed, if I'm not mistaken. Or not, actually. Anyways, we head over to League 2. League 2 is the final professional league in England. This is where a lot of the minnows in the FA Cup are sat over in League Two. Now, in this division, four teams go up. First through third go automatically up, and fourth to seventh go up through a playoff. Now, Oldham Athletic is actually a team that was very important to the Premier League, because it was one of the founding members of the Premier League. Anyways, we head over to the National League. Step one of the English football league. From the National League onwards, leagues are measured in steps. The National League is step one. Two teams go up from here. That being first and second through seventh go through a playoff. For example, if the table ended like this, Rochdale would make it back up, and one of York City, Carlisle United, Bournemouth, Forest Green, Scunthorpe United, or Halifax Town would make it up through a playoff. Now four teams yet again make their way down into the National League North and South, which is a place that we will actually be talking about right now. But before that, I will say one thing. Oldham Athletic became the first team to go from the Premier League all the way down to the National League. That being from 1991-92, they got relegated from the Premier League. And after a rough relegation battle in 21-22, they got relegated down to the National League, and they just came up last season. Anyways, onto the National League North and South. This is a team. This is a group of teams that are a little more localized, because they're split into the north of England and the south of England. And also another thing to say about this is that Jamie Vardy started out with a team in the Premier Division. Yes, in the Premier Division, playing for Stokesbridge Park Steelers. And also, just recently, a YouTuber has actually bought 20%. Has actually bought a team in England's National League North and South. That being Dagenham and Redbridge. Anyways, we go down to the Premier Division. And the Premier Division is the 7th tier of English football. Or you could say the third step of English football under League 2. Where, as you see, it is also very localized, having four leagues instead of two. With how many going now? With 15 teams actually going down to the 8th tier. Now, if you noticed here, there's the Southern Premier Division. There's also there's also another Southern Premier Division. There's a Northern Premier Division, and an Isthmian Premier Division. Now, if you look here, you will see that Stokes Bridgeport Steelers are a team where Jamie Vardy has actually gone on and started his career from. Now from there we go over to the 8th tier. And the 8th tier is a tier that's like not on FootMob. So from here on out I will just be saying what I know about these football leagues. The 8th tier, a tier so low, you are basically just going to play Sunday League football. Well, not literally. You could easily play, like, I don't know, on a Saturday or like a Tuesday. But the 8th tier is a tier where basically clubs that are starting out, they basically just go there and they start their journey from there. If I'm not mistaken, Wimbledon FC started all the way down in the 8th tier, and later declared bankruptcy while being in the 4th tier. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong on that statement, but after Wimbledon FC was declared bankrupt, AFC Wimbledon and Milton Keynes Dons were created. MK Dons are considered a terrible club because they basically inherited every single player from Wimbledon FC squad, and AFC Wimbledon didn't get anything, and I mean anything, from that team. Now, MK Dons actually sit in League 2 with Wimbledon FC also sitting in League 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, they're actually in League 1. But also, we now go down to the 9th to 11th tiers of English football. From here, teams are basically just competing for spots and higher divisions, because every division gets more localized than the last. With teams in the 11th tier of England going through 45 leagues. That is not a joke, by the way. 45 tiers spread across 774 teams, if I'm not mistaken. Or actually 374 teams, if I'm not mistaken. And from then on, 12th to 21st is just Sunday League football. There's literally nothing else about it. Now this was a short and simple guide on how far the English tiers go. If you liked this video, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next